Okay, hi Lena, I'm Aiden. Thank you for coming in to see us. I just want to take this first session to just sort of get to know you and be able to do whatever I can to help you and hear what you think you want. So do you want to start by telling me a little bit about yourself? We can just sort of get to know each other.
Yeah. Well, I'm 17 and I'm married to a man named Jorge, and he's 40. And we just have been having some issues, and I feel like I'm just stuck. Yeah.
Do you want to tell me a little bit about your relationship with Jorge, how that is?
Well, yeah. Like, he's really nice and I love him and everything, but I don't know, I just feel like we don't really get along the way that we used to, and he kind of yells more than he did in the past, so.
How long have you guys been married for?
About 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does he do for a living?
He's a truck driver, so he's gone a lot.
Is that hard for you, having him?
Yeah.
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 What do you do when he's not there?
I don't know, I just kind of like sit around and watch TV. I dropped out of high school, so I'm not in school anymore. And I just moved here, so I don't really like have friends or anything, so I just sit around.
Yeah, how close is your family?
California.
California, okay, so that must be hard too, not having
Yeah.
them around. Are you close with them?
Mm-hmm.
You are?
Yeah.
So that must be really hard to have both Jorge and your family gone. And
Yeah.
What is it like when Jorge is here?
Well, it depends. Sometimes, like right when he gets home, it's really nice because he misses me and stuff, and he like gives me gifts and he's really sweet, and then it's like just over time he just gets more and more annoyed with me, and yeah, that just sort of spirals sometimes like way farther than I think it should.
Can you go into that a little bit?
Well, he just yells, and then sometimes like he drinks because he's stressed, and like that's understandable. So especially when he drinks, he gets like really, really angry with me, and it's like I can't, no matter how hard I try, I can't like do anything right, and it's just really confusing because one day he gets home and it's all lovey-dovey and it's fun, and then within like 3 days he's just being like, I mean, he's never like beaten me up too badly, but like sometimes he will like push me, or he'll like hit me with things that are just like sitting around, so I don't really know what I can do to make him stop doing that, because I don't want to leave him, but I also feel like it's not right the way that he's treating me.
Okay, yeah. Can you tell me some qualities that you really love about him?
Yeah, he's really generous, and he's really good with children. We don't have any, but I like that, and I like that he's really close with God. So those are all things that I think are really important.
Yeah, absolutely. So those things are all important to you too, then it sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So do you have anyone that you lean on here for support when Jorge gets a little bit, when he drinks too much or gets a little bit angry? Or?
No, not really. Sometimes I'll call my sister, but she's still in California, so.
Okay. Yeah, that must be really hard when you feel kind of isolated, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't really I have like a credit card, but it's in his name, and like I have to tell him when I'm gonna like buy anything. So like he won't let me like buy a plane ticket to go see them, or a bus ticket or anything. So I don't have like any I don't have any like financial means to do the things that I need to do.
Okay. How did you and Jorge meet?
We met at a restaurant. I was his server, and he was just really nice to me. And I had just been kicked out of my house, so I needed somewhere to go. And he said that I could stay with him for a while, and it just sort of snowballed from there.
Okay. Okay. Nice. What usually happens when Jorge gets angry? How do you react?
I just say that I'm sorry, and I mean, I've tried to, like, sometimes I'll give in and I'll yell back, but that just makes it worse. So most of the time I just apologize and tell him that I love him and that I wish he wouldn't get so angry.
Do you blame yourself or anything for the way that he acts? Do you blame yourself at all for...
I mean, kind of, sometimes.
Okay.
Like for instance, I know that he likes for the house to be clean, and sometimes like I'll get everything done, but like the laundry, and then he'll see that the laundry isn't done, and you know, then we'll get in an argument. But like, so I mean, it's not fair that he gets so mad about that one thing, but also like I know he likes the house to be clean, so I could just get the house clean and that would make him happy.
Right. So sometimes people can take sort of blame themselves for the actions that other people take, and that's not necessarily truthful. So I think maybe we could start to look at that. If you ever feel any sort of self-blame for the way that he acts around you, I think we should work through that. Here, can you tell me a little bit about what you do when he's not around?
Well, I like to read, and sometimes I'll go out for a run, and we have a dog, so I play with the dog a lot. Yeah, and I mean, I have a job, but like all that money that I get from there just goes to him, so it's more or less just a way for me to like bide my time.
Yeah. And do you enjoy the job? Is that something?
Yeah, it's fun. I like the people that I work with.
You do? Okay, good. So you have sort of a support group there, some friends in that?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like they could be my friends. I don't really get to see them outside of work, but if I did, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you just mainly read and play with your dog outside of work and stuff, okay. So
Yeah.
so do you get lonely?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, can you tell me a little bit about what you did before you met Jorge, like how you spent your time?
Yeah, well, I was living in California, and I have a little sister and a big sister, so we would like go out and do fun things, like we'd go to the beach, or we'd like go see movies and stuff like that. So before I got kicked out of the house, I just spent a lot of time with them, and then I was also in school when I was there, so you know, just like normal things.
Yeah, that's really fun. Yeah. So that would be like an ideal day would be able to go hang out with your sisters and go to the beach. Yeah. Do you ever wish that you could go back to California?
Yeah, all the time.
You do?
Yeah, and I've asked him over and over again if we can take a trip out there, but he doesn't want to go because he and my dad like got in a really big fight the last time we were out there. So.
Okay. Can you speak a little bit more to how your family likes Jorge?
I mean, they don't really like him. They feel like he, you know, like he's just too mean to me, and which, I mean, I understand, but like they kicked me out of the house, so, you know, whatever.
What enticed them kicking you out?
I had a boy in my room when I wasn't supposed to, and I'd been getting in a lot of fights with my parents, and that was just like the last straw for them.
Okay. Yeah. So was it pretty strict in your household growing up, or?
I mean, kind of. It was just like, I feel like it was pretty normal. I don't think it was more strict than other houses now.
Yeah, it's pretty normal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, what would be an ideal day with Jorge if you could have perfect day? How do you see that playing out?
I would see it as us being with my family and maybe having like a picnic on the beach or something, or just like relaxing, or maybe going camping or something like that.
So you've mentioned the beach a couple times. Is that one of your favorite things?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the beach. It's hard not to be near one.
Being landlocked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I bet. I bet that'd be nice to go take a trip to the beach with Jorge and get on a good foot with your family and with him and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be really nice. What about when Jorge drinks? Do you ever feel inclined to drink with him, or
No, not really with him.
no? Do you drink alone?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Like, if I'm really bored, I'll like have some of his beer or something. But yeah. I mean, I guess like it's more than like a little bit. I do drink like a pretty good amount when he's not around. Like, I just don't have anything to do, so.
Yeah. What else? So it's just a way to cope with your boredom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's the boredom, but also like, I don't know, I just feel like really overwhelmed sometimes by being out here and being like really young and married and everything, and like, you know, he comes home and he's just angry with me all the time, and yeah, that's just overwhelming. So it's a good way for me to like not have to deal with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, has it ever interfered with your job or with things that you like to do?
I mean, I guess, like, I've been late to work a couple times because I was, like, hungover the next day or whatever, but, yeah, I mean, I think if I didn't drink as much, I probably would be able to, like, make more friends and stuff, because, like, I feel like I spend so much time doing that I don't have time to, like, foster my other relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, can we talk a little bit about your high school experience and you dropping out? Does that, how does that play into your everyday life? Do you ever wish that you could go back, or?
Yeah, well, like, I didn't want to drop out. It was just that, like, I mean, my parents kicked me out of the house, and, like, then I met Jorge, and it just made sense, you know, that he was like, you can just come live with me, and I'll take care of you and everything. And, and since we've been back here, and I have had, like, nothing to do, I want to go back to school, but, like, he doesn't really think that that's necessary, so, yeah.
Do you ever think you'd want to get your GED or anything?
I mean, I definitely do. I wish I could go back to school. He just won't let me.
Right.
Yeah. And so I just don't really ever see that happening.
Do you bring that up to him, that that's something?
Not anymore. I used to bring it up, but that was like one of those things that, like, I know he doesn't like it, and so, you know, it makes him mad. And yeah, that was like one of the biggest fights that we ever had, was about me going back to school.
Yeah. Do you ever feel isolated because you're not in school and you are 17?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it doesn't seem very fair. Like, I see all these other friends of mine from California, like, on Facebook and stuff, and they're having so much fun, and they're going to college and everything next year, and yeah, I just feel really left out of, like, my own life.
Right. Yeah, that must be another isolation factor. That must be really hard.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, besides being at work, like, I don't know really how else to make friends, because all my friends and I were together since we were in, like, middle school.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just difficult to try to make friends when I have all this other stuff going on.
Right.
Yeah.
How do you feel when you go out and you socialize, do you feel comfortable socializing? Or
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
do? Okay.
Yeah, I love to go out and see people and like make new friends and stuff. I just like, it just makes him mad. He gets like really jealous whenever I talk to other people. So
Okay.
yeah,
So he doesn't like sharing you with other
Right.
people? Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. That must be hard.
yeah.
Well, it sounds like there's a lot of different things that we can go into, but one thing that I would really like to focus on with you is your relationship with Jorge. I'd like to sort of dive into that and look at different ways that we can maybe tweak it or see if there even needs to be anything that
Yeah.
needs to be done. I think that's
Okay.
one thing that that sounds like is really important to you is that relationship, and I think it would be nice to
Yeah.
be able to go through that.
Mhm.
Well, thank you for meeting with me today.
Yeah, thanks
Thank
for
you for
taking
being so open.
Thank you.